What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode... Okay, I got it wrong I said it was 5 in the Necrolin one, and that was episode 4. And I just recorded... Okay, so this is episode 6. This is a real episode 6.
Iron Maiden. Anvil. 666. God damn it.
The devil's number.
What the frick is up?
What's up interrupting the introduction?
Oh, yeah, you're not allowed to swear on this podcast. You better be saying frick the whole time.
What the frick is up, guys?
I don't give a shit, man.
Not a one.
All right, how's it going? What's up with Mork Verden?
Not much, hanging out.
Yeah.
Wednesday, old fucking fashioned Wednesday. Not much today. We were playing some tunes yesterday, but today we just got here, got the JBL speaker, listened to some tunes, wait for Bughead to show up and do the interview. But we were playing some tunes yesterday.
Crap, yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys introduce yourselves and tell me what you do in the band?
I'm Austin, also known as Volcamir. I do guitars and screams, sometimes bass.
Yeah.
That's me.
And then I'm Jack. I have a scary black metal pseudonym as well, In a Cursed Soul. Thanks to Austin. I do that Hellhammers, aka drums, say that again. And I also do bass once in a while. We kind of split the bass duties in the studio. Whatever. We both write songs. He's the main guy. I'm the not main guy. We both write songs. And so that's a pretty good introduction. Just the two of us right now.
Yeah.
All right. We were talking about this a little bit before the actual introduction, but what's the meaning behind Mork Verden? How'd you get that name?
So, me, science class, sophomore year. It's like, oh, what's a scary name? Dark World. And so I threw that in Norwegic. Now it's Mork Verden equals Dark World.
Yeah. And Dark World, I mean, this wasn't the meaning behind it, but Dark World's actually a St. Vitus song from comeback record, 1995 comeback record, Die Healing. That's a banger. But yeah, it means Dark World in Norwegian. It means mass auto recycling in Norwegic.
Yeah.
What's the difference? Are those two different
I'm
languages?
not really
not allowed to tell you.
I'm not a language scholar. Austin knows, but he's not allowed to tell you, unfortunately.
So you said you did the screaming?
Yes, the screaming.
I really like the screaming in Mork Verden. You have a nice, like, tortured, haunting sound to it.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a secret technique to that, or?
No, I do not. I just scream as loud as I can like a girl.
You're not doing anything to keep your throat from shattering, or?
I'm sure there's some technique to it, but I just kind of tighten the throat in the lower part of it.
He hasn't watched How to Do Extreme Metal Vocals video on YouTube.
Yeah, you haven't where they tell you to
No, I just kind of.
I probably have a good story about the vocals. So Austin, when he made the first couple demos just at his house and whatever, and Funeral Cries, and Cold Moon, and Red Blood, those were the 3 tracks from the Austin did on his
Spell of Destruction demo. Check it out.
It's actually on the Spotify. So that's very true Cavalt. But Austin sent me Funeral Cries, and there was 2 things that stuck out. I was like, dude, what the fuck? You can scream like crazy, dude. I was like, these are like literally like insane, tortured, like super tortured screams. And so that really stood out. And then the way you recorded the drums in Funeral Cries is a famous, and the mic, the setup I'm sure was very primitive.
I believe it was my Apple headphones plugged into my phone on GarageBand.
Yeah, but it sounded like cannons. And that's actually very important to black metal. You need your floor tom. It should be like so loose that you're almost going through it. Like it needs to be like dum, dum,
natural reverb.
No. It's gotta go dum, like Under a Funeral Moon. Floor tom on Under a Funeral Moon. That's black metal. But yeah, that's like the vocals. I was like, holy shit. But I've even seen Austin be able to do the screams longer. And it's gotten really crazy. So like when we practice in here, Austin doesn't even use a mic, stands right in front of the drum kit, and I can hear him like, it's loud, ear shattering.
You want to give us a sample live? It's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Damn.
Yeah.
cake in a little bit of reverb, and just chef's kiss. Exactly.
So, who does the synths?
So on the album Feldenhung, the intro and outro, that is me, just going right from the noggin.
Improvisation.
Yes, just going to town on the synthesizer, and on Take Kripper Genome Skooger Oogent. That is Jack Thomas Devlin playing the synthesizers.
You know, Austin's very creative on the synths. I just sort of follow my riffs. But we can both play the synthesizer. Austin's much better at it. But
I really like the synths give it a bit more depth. I think that's kind of like an important part of the...
Some atmosphere.
Yeah.
Atmosphere. Lots of credit to Mark on that one. Mark produced the record, engineered, produced, all that, recorded all that terminology and whatever. But Mark did a really great job at sort of layering it. Like, there was 3 synth tracks. One of them's like up here in the top left, one of them's up here in the top right, and one of them's in the middle. And so when we heard it, because like at first it was just like, of course, doing it in the studio, listen back, it's all in the middle. But Mark gave it the depth, as you said.
Yeah.
And I really liked that.
The album sounds fantastic. Mark did
Thank
an
you,
amazing
Mark.
job mixing, mastering, engineering that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mark.
We the guitar tone, we're a little bit like, it sounds kind of weird. It's probably from the amp we used. We were actually talking to someone at a show, Sacred Reich and Carcass and Municipal Waste the other day, and we were telling him, he goes, he had heard the demos, he hadn't heard the record, and we're like, we thought the record was pretty clean, and he goes, that's what the record's for, that's why you got the singles, and that's why you got the demos. Those are the raw ones. We're like, that's a great point.
Yeah.
But so, overall, we were very happy with it. And the drums, the vocals.
Oh, the vocals sound fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Mark's a fine mixer.
Made it sound like you're screaming like
Bloody murder.
in pain in the back of a cave.
Yeah, that's where I was. I recorded the vocals in a cave.
Where was the cave?
Can't tell you.
You guys Dungeon Synth fans at all?
I like to dabble around with some Mortis, their first album, A Lost, Forgotten, Sad Ghost, or something like that. Very good record. But other than that, I don't go very far in the Dungeon Synth world.
Yeah, I don't listen to, like, Dungeon Synth records. There's one. But I don't listen to, like, full Dungeon Synth records. But, like, I love it in a black metal record.
Yeah.
Like, in the middle. And actually, we had this was before I joined Necrolin. I actually saw a show. Necrolin played at the Firehouse.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Necrolin, sort of folk/noise artist. The dude that... the fellow that runs the Firehouse, and then there was 2 Dungeon Synth performers, and they were phenomenal. Jen Tiaga, I'm hoping I pronounced it. Yeah, Taiga or Tiaga, one of them. Very, very good. They had sword and crap. It was awesome. And then the other dude, Ozergroth, phenomenal as well. So very good live. Definitely check that stuff out live. And they even have at the Raven, they had a Dungeon Synth festival. 3-day
way,
thing.
what?
Yeah, 3-day festival. It was a mere 2 weeks ago.
What the fuck?
3-day festival. Yep, at the Raven.
I would have 100% down to that.
So you're a big. So you love the Dungeon Synth.
Every couple of months, like couple times a year, I'll go through a phase where like I'll listen to a ton of Dungeon Synth in a very short period of time.
Yeah. And
like watch whatever fucking YouTube videos there are, like explaining the sub genres of it.
Yeah, I definitely prefer like the driving stuff.
Yeah,
I don't like this super spacey. I guess that would be ambient or dark wave. I really don't know on those terms. But I like the driving shit. That kind of sounds like Bathory Hammerheart, but just a synth.
Yeah, the stuff that's like closer to
music, like
black metal.
It's more consonant.
Yeah, the stuff that's more like taking the dark fantasy synths of black metal and evolving on that idea is what I think I like.
Yeah,
out of the genre the most. But it's funny to go down the rabbit hole and like listen to a fucking Dino Synth record or some shit. Like
Dino Synth, goddammit.
You didn't know about that?
No clue. Never heard of that.
Dinosaurs playing synths.
That's what it sounds like.
Old people playing synths.
It's like if instead of like a scary castle in the woods, Dungeon Synth was trying to embody like a big T-Rex lumbering through the Triassic fields.
Triassic fields, goddammit. It's interesting.
But yeah, I was listening to the album and I both like the vocals and like the fact that you guys have synths and a little bit of electronic work in there. Because that ends up being a lot of my favorite black metal is stuff that has a little bit of like an electronic or genre blending tinge to it. Not genre blending. I wouldn't say the synths are outside of the genre. When they bring in a little bit of like electronic. I like the you know that fucking drum machine track at the beginning of that Mayhem album?
Dun 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 dun. Yeah,
I love that shit so much.
Sylvester Onfong. Yeah, it's a good one. You know the history of that?
No, I have no idea.
Euronymous actually, the guy that wrote that, Euronymous like knocked on his door. He was like, "Hey, give me a track," and the guy was like, "Fuck off!" And then he was like, he knocked again. He was like, "Fuck off!" And he knocked again. I don't know how many times he knocked, but he said "fuck off" a bunch. And then the guy was like, "All right," and he just like grabbed a random tape that he like had no use for and just gave it to him so he'd stop bothering him. That's the story behind it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even a guy in the band. It was just
No. It was
It's this really big electronic pop, dark wave, I guess, musician. And I know nothing about him.
I just assumed that like the band had got their hands on a drum machine and just were fucking around on it.
No, it's like I'm pretty sure he's like pretty popular.
Yeah, he's
like pretty
Euronymous
widely.
loved him. That's why he like begged him for it.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's
Hot third. Gotta cover it.
Yeah, I gotta cover it.
Cover the next show. We're covering that
We're
song.
covering it. We're not doing anything else. We're just doing that for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So the drums on the album, like you were saying earlier, sound great. And I know you're a huge classic heavy metal thrash guy.
Yes, I am.
You can tell that it's there's some heavy metal influence on those drums and everything that you play.
Oh yeah.
Who are some like drummers that got you into drumming?
Oh.
And that influence your style now?
Yeah, I mean, someone asked me this. I run a album of the day segment on my Instagram, which I love very much. And someone asked me like, oh, if you could like make a band with like people from all over the place, who would be in? It's like I don't really focus that much on like players and stuff. You know, I like listening to the full band. I'm not like even though I love all my music from the 80s, I'm not like Randy Rhoads, Eddie Van Halen, all the guitar heroes. But I don't know, like I love Led Zeppelin early on and that John Bonham fucking backbeat and Bill Ward, Black Sabbath, like all over the kit, the jazzy stuff too, like Furries Wear Boots, like bum 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 bum. So that's the backbeat again. But actually, I can comment on my favorite drummers. Filthy Animal Taylor, Motorhead. It's the greatest drum beat of all time.
One of the greatest to ever do it.
Yep, the D beat's my favorite drum beat, and I guess if you're asking about drums, you know, like I don't like. I said this in the other interview. I don't like the the hyper blast beat.
You had like a specific noise that you made in that interview. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Yeah.
It fucking got stuck in my head, like listening back to it a million times.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I don't like the blast beat where you're playing everything at the same time. There's a couple records like Blasphemy does it well, and Sarcophago, INRI. But I like the black, like the second wave black metal. But I also think blast beats need to be tasteful. Like I don't like Norsecore where you just play the fucking blast beats all the way through. I like it to be tasteful.
You want some musicality behind the drums?
Not even that. You can just play very primitive beats. I just don't want it to be the whole time, you know?
Yeah.
Lots of. And Austin gives the folk beat. Very good black metal beat right there.
That's a good one.
So we use that. We're using that more on upcoming stuff for sure.
Yeah.
All right. I guess since I asked him what drummers inspired him, what guitarists and what vocalists inspire you?
Guitarists, probably Fenriz, Isengard and Darkthrone, Satyr of Satyricon. Satyr of Satyricon also for vocal style. Darkthrone got some stuff in there too, kinda. I don't know, just everyone does lows all the time, kind of like mid range. Not a lot of people do the highs.
Mm-hmm.
It really stands out.
Yeah, different than everyone else. So
Real shrieky shit.
who else? That's pretty much it for my black metal inspirations.
I mean, if you're pulling from any other,
I don't think I'm really pulling from anywhere else because it's pretty just simple tremolo picking all the way through.
Almost felt.
Yeah.
do you have any vocalists you like that have influenced how you sound, or are you just does that just come from the heart?
Just came from the heart. One day I was like, sounded good, stuck with it.
Stuck with it.
I think every scream is very unique to the person who does
Yeah.
it. It's hard. I think that's the hardest part of a metal band to replicate.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of just based on what sound comes out when you put as much air out of your lungs as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially unique when you get a nice primitive production. When you don't have a nuclear blast production, touch it up a bunch, a lot more unique sounding there.
Yeah, there's. I feel like it's really difficult for someone to sound good, have a good sounding metal scream with nothing added to it, no like effects or anything. But
Yeah.
when you can do it with like maybe just a little bit of reverb, that's
how you do it.
It's all we do.
that's a good voice.
This when thrash metal was best was when they had all that reverb between 83 and 85, and then Kerry King said that in an interview. He's like, "Oh yeah, Show No Mercy. We're just sounding like our influences. Hell Awaits. Weren't quite there yet. Rain and Blood. We finally ditched the reverb and we got real tight." It's like I love Rain and Blood. It's a great record, but like there's charm when you get that shitty production and you got the too much reverb on the drums, too much reverb on the guitars, too much reverb on the vocals. Like
Yeah.
that's the shit I love. That's the shit I really really love. But yeah, reverb. It's essential.
I think I noticed that on your album of the day or album of the week. I'm trying to
Album of the day. Every day.
Yeah, it's every day. It's
Oh, yeah.
like, I see 3 on the story like at a time.
Yeah, I fall behind.
But I've noticed that like a lot of the albums that you're shouting out have that kind of old school, like primitive production to them.
Yeah. I mean, I love that bigger thrash stuff. I like when they started like really sort of doing the hardcore thing and like writing songs to dance to, like Testament, The New Order, Death Angel, Ultraviolence, like that, and DRI Thrash Zone.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were really writing that stuff as like dance music, and that stuff doesn't really have the primitive production. I love that stuff too, but the stuff I really care about is like sort of when people are still wearing chains and leather and not skinny jeans and white shoes, which I'm wearing right now.
Those are some. It's like a classic hardcore thrash kid.
Oh yeah, yeah. People at Necroland shows, people actually make comments about that a lot, about like how like different we all look. They say, you got the death metal, the death metal person over there. They got the black metal, or you got the fucking
You
the
are
thrash
each, like,
traditional
kind
metal.
of like your own individual genre.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
When I saw you guys live, I thought that I did notice that. I didn't say anything about it at the time, but it was like.
Yeah, no, we've been getting a lot recently. I think it's pretty funny, and that's the way you do it. You wear what you want, goddammit.
Hell yeah!
No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
What is have you guys played live?
Oh yeah. I think we're at 5 times.
5?
4.
3.5. Let's run them down. We got first show was just kind of like in the studio, private thing.
Yeah.
So that would be the half.
Firehouse.
Firehouse in Worcester.
P&I Club.
You know that club. The fucking diversity consignment.
Diversity Consignment.
So 3.5.
3.5. Well. 3.5.
3.5. Shout out the diversity consignment people. Those people are awesome, and
Yeah.
it looks like I don't know if you ever heard of that place.
I haven't been there for a show yet.
Yeah.
Like I've walked by it.
Yeah,
Looks
so
cool spot.
It's cool as hell. People were being posers and whining about the noise and whatever, and so they had to shut it down. They couldn't do it in the basement anymore. But I think they have a new spot. They have a new Instagram. I think it's called Dirty Events with a Z at the end, and so that's super cool that they're gonna keep that going. They were super awesome. They had a record store in the basement. Got some Molly Hatchet, Uriah Heep, Bloister Cult. Got some
Cool stuff.
good 70s heaviness down there. But yeah, those folks are awesome. So we'd like to come back anytime.
Yeah. Hit us up.
Yeah,
live.
down there for a show. It seems like a cool little all ages
Very
event.
cool spot.
Oh,
What does a Mork Verden show look like?
It's pretty simple. Not a lot of chit chat between songs. Get right to the music. Me and my whole get up got the corpse paint on.
Destruction.
I got
Fucking
the bullet belts. Bullet belts.
I'm sentenced to death. God damn it.
Studs and leather.
Studs and leather. Heavy metal forever.
You gotta have the theatrics.
Oh yeah.
You gotta-
Jack's probably wearing.
I would
this.
be wearing exactly what I'm wearing right now.
the battle jacket.
Vest.
Vest.
Yeah.
What's the back patch?
Oh, I shouted out this band. Get on my knees.
Heavy load.
Heavy load. Death or glory. Austin's is just as good. Onslaught. Power from hell. Heavy metal angels. Metal and leather. But yeah, that.
Represent Reverend Bazaar, Witchfinder General,
Yeah,
Anti-Cymax.
I saw a meme the other day, and I think it was I forget what band. You know the meme where like it's all the swords on like, or it's all the people cutting the cake, and it like says like a bunch of different sorts of people that all like that one thing. I want to say it was Thin Lizzy. It was Thin Lizzy, and it said like punks, like dads, like people into Irish music, and it said heavy metal vest warriors. I'm like, I love Thin Lizzy. I have a patch. Thin Lizzy patch.
Sick.
But I was like,
Bad
heavy metal
reputation.
vest warrior. I've actually never heard that terminology, but I'm like, yeah, that describes me.
I should make you guys do a patch tour
A patch tour.
after this.
I would love to do a patch tour. Yeah, I have lots to say about every single one of these.
Fuck yeah, we can do that after the podcast. I'm down. I got nowhere to be. All right. Let's see. I kind of just I feel like you guys are gonna have some good metal talk. I kind of just want to talk about bands a little bit. It's been a while since I've had a classic like just talking about fucking
It's weird to do.
what have you guys been listening to?
Wow, what have I been listening to? Let me grab my phone just so I remember. I got that short-term memory loss. I don't know if you rip up your phone and see what you got on the recent fucking listens. Today I was being kind of a nerd. This is, I guess, rather interesting to some people maybe.
Yeah.
I'm an album diehard. Like I play playlists when I'm driving in the car with Austin, when I'm driving in the car with other people. But like on my own time, it is albums. You listen.
Same.
You don't shuffle. You don't shuffle it. None of that crap. You listen to the album front to back.
Yep.
And like I don't even like if some a lot of people throw recommendations to me all the time.
Yeah.
And if even if I know I'm gonna like it, because like they know my taste well, I'm even hesitant to listen to it, just because like I put an album on, and I'm not gonna turn it off. Like if you send me a recommendation of an album, I'm not gonna turn that shit off. I'm gonna listen to it all the way through regardless.
Yep.
And like I don't even skip tracks until I know I don't like the track.
Same. Yeah.
And there's never like a metal track on an album I don't like. It's always just like some weird interlude or something. But let's see what we got. One thing I have been listening to a lot is sort of my favorite album in the past month is Thundersteel by Riot. Riot was a very early American metal band. The first record was actually 1977, and it's like bona fide metal. Like they were going pretty quick. And so the first 3 records are super classic, rock, metal, early stuff like that. And then they had a lot of record label issues and stuff. Record labels like, you guys are gonna write a hit and shit like that. Typical 80s metals kind of nonsense. And so they wrote 2 albums that aren't quite as good. They're good, but they're a little soft. And then they came back with Thundersteel. And it was like ripping, super fast, super high vocals, incredible album, highly recommended. And that's just been like my total jam lately. Is Thundersteel by Riot. But yeah, I was kind of listening to that sort of listening to some thrash metal albums that today at school I even listen to. Like I go to school and I have a headphone in, just listening to albums. But so today I wasn't listening to anything too cool. Like my street metal cred is not going up on these ones. But Testament, Practice What You Preach, like was getting a little. That is like the definitive wiffle ball thrash album. So like wiffle ball thrash, just like. It's not like the Black Album by Metallica where you're like, this isn't even thrash. They're still playing thrash, but it's like big production. They're not going that fast. It's not that visceral, you know. And then same thing, Anthrax, State of Euphoria, wiffle ball thrash. We listened to some cool shit this morning though. Some not wiffle ball thrash. Morbid Saint, fucking Spectrum of Death. It's the most violent. Yeah, it's the most violent thrash album of all time. If you're a death metal fan or a thrash metal fan, you got to hear that. It literally sounds like the guy's throat is gonna like I don't know how he made it through half a song in that record. Absolutely insane. And then Exhorter, Slaughter in the Vatican. It's another Pantera. People accuse Pantera of getting their sound from them. It's like thrash, a little bit of death metal and crap, and but it's like real groovy. That's some good shit. That's what I had on this today. That's what I've listened to today. Go through some shit.
Oh, let's see. I listened to some Witchfinder General, Friends of Hell,
Number fucking one.
Bulldozing Bastard.
Yeah.
Some Judas Iscariot. It's always good. Reverend Bizarre. Been on big Doom kick lately.
You guys are Doom guys, right?
Yeah. But so I don't know. It's sort of like I've been saying this to a lot of people lately. It's like poor me, but it's like people don't understand what I mean when I say doom metal. Like I like Sleep, I like Electric Wizard.
You're not like a stoner metal guy. You're more into
No, and I Hate God. I like Crowbar.
Yeah.
I'm not like huge into sludge and stoner metal. I'm huge into traditional doom metal, 80s doom metal, like the first
Saint
stuff.
Vitus, Candlemass.
Exactly.
Witchfinder.
Yeah, dude, those are some of our
Best
favorite
stuff.
bands
Cathedral.
of all time. Yes, Cathedral. That's a great one too.
Cathedral's so it's like
They brought that sound back. They're the first ones to bring that sound back.
Yeah.
In the mid '90s, because the first one was like sort of like death doom, and I like really good quote. I don't know where this comes from, but someone made a comment about death doom on Metal Archives because I'm always on there because I'm a nerd. But so I made a comment. They're like, "What do these kids mean by death doom? Death metal was slow in the '80s." But anyway, Death Doom. The first one was like Death Doom, and then they got a little groovier. And then the 1995 album, I think it was, like that's where they really started doing the Sabbath and the Saint Vitus Pentagram stuff. Yeah. So yeah, Cathedral. Shout out Bughead. He likes Judas Priest and Cathedral. He's the fucking man.
fuck yeah.
Fuck.
But Reverend Bizarre.
Reverend Bizarre. Good stuff. Pagan Altar.
Yeah. Magical stuff.
Magical. Some Inepsy, some thrash.
Yeah.
Evil thrash.
Inepsy.
Anti-Cymex.
Metal punk. Yeah, we like our hardcore from the 80s. Our hardcore.
D-Beat Central.
D-Beats.
Fuck
Discharge.
Discharge.
Discharge is always
The
good.
Fathers. Hear nothing, see nothing, say nothing. Best punk rock album of all time.
Listened to a lot of Mork Verden lately. It's actually the only thing I've been listening to.
Yeah. I've
Yeah,
listened-
he was lying. I was looking at his phone, and all those bands he said he just made those up. It just said
Yeah.
Feldenhung.
Feldenhung.
Spell of Destruction once. Feldenhung.
Yeah.
He was
He had
lying.
his last FM Scrabbles open. He had 10,000 on them.
Biggest Mork Verden fan.
Yeah, just the greatest music
Yeah,
in the world.
I've been listening. I listened to some Mork Verden today. Actually, you wouldn't believe it.
You wouldn't fucking believe it.
Let's see, I listened to Eternal Sleep, probably 3.
3. Good song name.
Funeral Cries.
Funeral Cries. It's a good one.
Was some good stuff. Feldenhung all the way through.
It was that song about gnomes.
Yeah, that gnome
You
song.
guys got a gnome song? What's
Yeah.
about gnomes?
So I was this is my only contribution to Feldenhung. It's the only song I wrote. I write black metal songs for my solo project, and I was telling Austin, be like, that's not the Mork Verden sound. And I'm like, totally makes sense. Like, it's not the Mork Verden sound. But this one, Austin was like, yeah, it's pretty Cavalt. It's pretty good
stuff.
This ranks high enough on the Cavalt meter. So he was like, all right, we can use it. And I was writing lyrics. I pulled some lyrics from Natasha and Eternal Sleep by Dark Throne. Satanic Witch. That was it's the lyric. Get these goddamn angels drunk. I didn't use that, but Satanic Witch. I pulled that, and from some other Norwegian black metal tune. I can't remember right now. And so it was like Forest of Unknown, like Lost in the Forest of Unknown, Satanic Witch. I don't know lyrics anymore. I wrote them, but.
Fog Across the Forest of Unknown. I don't even remember.
Yeah, but basically,
I
don't even remember what the question was, but gnomes. So, fog crawls through forest unknown. Google Translate, fog crawls through forest unknown. Hit the fucking arrow, and it says what?
No, so our live musician, guitarist Nolan, He
Oh yeah, you actually know
Shout
the
out
fucking
Nolan.
you
Shout
actually
out
know the
Nolan.
fucking story.
So
I don't know the story.
I go, this song's called Take Cripper Gnome Scooter Ukja, and he goes, there's a song about gnomes? And so from then on, we just been calling it the Gnome song.
Yeah.
Because gnome means forest.
There's a couple Dark Tron tunes with Genome in it. I believe there's one on Under a Funeral Moon and Transylvania Hunger.
So, Austin, you write most of the songs. Why don't you go into your songwriting process
Oh,
a little
boy.
bit, if you don't mind?
So basically, what I used to do, what I still kind of do, I would listen to a song I'd like. I'd be like, oh, this is a pretty good tune. How can I pretty much copy this, but not copy it at the same time? I would do that, figure it out, and that's how I would write my songs, pretty much.
And so
It's kind of copying, but
I'm the biggest critic on that. Like, we sort of Austin will come here, bunch of riffs, and I'll be like, dude, that's way too close. But
do it to another song.
I'll be like, we're not doing that. But yeah, Austin's the riff man, and then we sort of put the riffs together
Yeah.
in ways that are nice.
Yeah, no actual science behind it. It's just
We're a
some-
young band.
Yeah.
What about for the lyrics?
Oh, boy, that's just
It's secret.
no. It's
Bullshit.
random. Yeah, random stuff.
You just write stuff that sounds cool.
Black
Yeah,
metal
whatever
stuff.
sounds evil and cult.
Cult.
And then, yeah, it's pretty much it. Drums. I give some feedback, but that's mainly
Yeah.
his department.
Yeah, sometimes I keep it too old, too 70s, too rock. gotta metalize it, metalizer.
But sometimes for the vocals, I do tap into a mood, or I don't want to say mood, but area, and I
Vibe.
yeah, the vibe. I like again talk about like forests and evil forests and caves and spooky stuff like that.
Sadness.
Sadness,
Very important.
so sad.
So sad.
Yeah, whatever sounds cool.
Sort of like it's not out yet. It's kind of 80% recorded. It's
Yeah.
coming out, but sort of like it's almost like it's like sort of I don't listen to DSBM really. I like Telepathic with the Deceased, and I like 10th Sub-Level of Suicide. I like those two. I don't really listen to DSBM. I also like what the fuck's that? Strid.
Strid, yes.
That's like
all end all life.
Yeah, it's like
Or end of
it's like a 3-song thing. It's like from like it's 93 or 95, but it's like you listen and go, shit, it's like DSBM. But it doesn't have like it wasn't recorded on a computer. It was recorded in a studio.
Yeah.
And so that's sort of like some people have said that to us, like it kind of sounds like DSBM, but it's still like true black metal. And
Yeah.
so like I love those sad riffs, those sad black metal riffs. But I don't like the fucking did it on my computer and there's 1 trillion layers and there's all this crap in the background and the drums sound like they're made on a computer even if you record them like the electronic drum kit. I don't like that stuff, but we like the sad black metal riffs
Yeah.
in a 90s Norwegian black metal context.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like
Damn,
Zach.
I hadn't thought of like Mork Verden like that, but you're 100% right. You have
Yeah.
those sad like
Melancholic riffs.
Melancholic.
We actually have a word for that around these parts. That sort of riff.
The Twilight
The
riff.
Twilight riff.
Yes.
So yeah, the Twilight riffs over like some old school black metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we go for
Heathen
usually.
banging.
So like
All around.
you think like Hans Siste Winter and Vind av Sorg by Dark Throne off Panzerfaust. So those are like the 2 really black metal tracks on Panzerfaust.
Yeah.
As opposed to the Celtic Frost kind of stuff. And like that's the definition of Twilight riff is those 2 songs.
All of Transylvanian Hunger.
Transylvanian Hunger was purely
Yeah.
Twilight riffs.
Yeah.
We sort of have shaky opinions on Transylvanian Hunger.
Oh, so do I.
And the
Yeah,
Mork Verden
dude,
came
I
out.
could like Transylvanian Hunger is one of those albums where it's like there's so much that I absolutely like adore about it, but I don't actually like listening to it that much.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel ya.
It's like those Twilight riffs are perfect.
good.
Like there's
There's
a
too
lot
much of them. Not enough metal.
Not
That's not even, and then it's also just like I don't know. The vocals just do nothing for me.
So,
Yeah.
Fenriz isn't even that much of a fan of that album. He says the best black metal album we did is Under a Funeral Moon because it was black metal. It wasn't. He goes, fucking later Dark Throne, which we voiced our love for in the past interview.
Mm-hmm.
There's too much black and there's too little metal. Dealing with this has me breaking my shackles. So like. You gotta keep the metal and the black metal. You gotta keep the Celtic Frost. You gotta keep the Bathory and shit. You gotta keep the fucking Venom in there, dude. Fucking Celtic Frost.
God damn it.
Emperor's Return. But yeah, that's our sort of Transylvanian hunger grant. But yeah, still love it. Still love it for sure.
Talking about
Something.
we were
Metal.
talking about something.
Mork Verden. That kind of shit.
Oh yeah, we're talking about riff writing. I think.
We're talking about we moved on from
established
writing to lyrics
Oh.
to something. I don't know. I think
Something.
the conversation like flew naturally,
Yeah.
and then we hit a wall.
But
Good talkers.
we're back to my like riff writing kinda. We have a lot of the Twilight riffs on the.
Oh, it was the DSBM thing. Like
Yeah.
Other people commenting on it.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, on our EP that we have coming out relatively soon, hopefully. That has a lot of Twilight riffs, but the album coming out after, some straight D-beat raw punk on it.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are going.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
a little punk.
a little. It's still gonna be black metal, but there's some good punk in there.
And a little bit of we'll see what makes past the chopping block. A little bit of doom.
little bit of doom.
A little bit of Doom Throne, Eternal Hails.
Yeah.
Sort of that kind of vibe,
Ooh,
yeah.
Okay, you guys are really enticing me because I love like a good. Oh shoot! I got the burps. I love a good like Black and Doom album.
Yeah.
I'm a big. You ever listen to Burning Witch?
No.
It was the guys in Sun's band before they were in Sun.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the main guy from Sun's band before he was in Sun.
Mhm.
It's just like pretty slow, like
Uh-huh.
like very like shrieky, black, cold doom metal.
Yeah.
You might like it. It's pretty good. I don't.
Burning Witch.
Burning Witch. Yeah.
Where from? Do you know?
I don't know where they're
I'm
from.
gonna look that up though. I'm sure.
I just know them because
I'm
of
sure.
Sun.
I look up Burning Witch and there'll be a bunch, and then I'll look for the one that says black/doom metal, and then I'll have it.
There's two. There's Burning Witch and then there's Burning Witches, and I don't think there's actually that
Yeah.
many other bands
Oh, okay.
other than that.
All right, cool. I'm gonna check that. That's pretty cool.
But it's Burning Witch, not Burning Witches.
The Black Doom thing, like Under a Funeral Moon, has like a bunch of those like super slow riffs,
Yeah.
but like Beharit, like I don't know if you're familiar with Beharit, Drawing Down the Moon. Like there's like literal like pentagram riffs in there.
Hell yeah.
And I saw a comment on YouTube, Metal Archives, one of the two, and it's like, this is what it would sound like if Tony Iommi was a an alien that played black metal, and I was like, dude, that's exactly what it sounds like. And Barathrum is another one. They're a Finnish band, and they played like that Black Doom shit. But I'm not that familiar with it. I actually have some people have like sent me some stuff, and so I get more into it because I love black metal, I love doom metal.
Black
I love
Doom.
doom metal so much, dude. Those are like
Doom is the essence of metal. Dawn of Winter.
Epicus, Doomicus, Metallicus. God damn it.
It doesn't get heavier than Doom.
No.
I feel like the heaviest music is all under the most like crushing.
Mm-hmm.
It's all
Oh,
doom
I
metal.
feel you. We were discussing this in the car earlier.
On the way here.
Black Sabbath is heavier than your favorite black metal band.
Oh, absolutely,
Dude, like it's way heavier. Like the backbeat is what
Maybe-
makes shit heavy, dude. Black metal's extreme and it's atmospheric. It's not heavy.
It's harsh. It can be harsh. It's you could even say aggressive, but it definitely isn't as like crushing or pummeling as like even Black Sabbath. I'd say that like even Led Zeppelin is heavier.
Yeah,
than
dude, the John Bonham, like when the levee breaks, that fucking backbeat, that's heavy. And, like, I don't know, it's it slipped me. But oh, there it is. Like it's like a controversial opinion. I mean, I like Slayer way better than I like Pantera. But dude, Pantera's heavier than Slayer. Those riffs are weighty as fuck.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And I like Slayer light years ahead of fucking
I
Pantera.
don't like Pantera, but I love
like,
Slayer.
dude, Pantera, those riffs are fucking heavy. You know, there's no like hardcore's heavier than most metal. That shit's weighty. It has nothing to do with extremity, dude.
It's not. Yeah,
heaviness and extremity
are definitely different.
Different things.
A good like hardcore breakdown is gonna beat out most, even like a lot of death metal.
Yeah, it's heavier. I'm not saying heaviness is like, no, we're here looking for the heaviest shit of all time, but heaviness and extremity are very, very different things.
You ever listen to Left Cross?
No.
It's like this death metal band from, I think, Virginia. I found like a 7-inch of theirs in DC for $3. It's the only reason I know who they are. They have like 500 monthly listeners.
Uh-huh.
But it's like super punk-inspired death metal. I think you'd like them.
Okay, I like to hear that. I like my punky death metal, my Abscess and Autopsy and Entombed. They kept the punk in the death metal. So I'm checking.
First,
dude, Left Hand Paths, greatest death metal album of all time.
Possibly, I might agree with you. It depends on the day.
Depends
on if I want my death metal to be
depends on the day. I have a pretty. I'm not very exploratory with my death metal these days. Like I like my old school death metal classics, and I don't do much like exploring. But like I have my top 5 death metal albums, and that's that.
There's a lot of garbage death metal, so it's like I feel like when I say I like a certain kind of death metal, like I don't mean most of it. I mean like 2 bands out of it.
Uh-huh.
Like I don't know, a lot of that like grindier death metal. I'm not. Maybe about the grinder. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying right now. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, for example, I don't like tech death.
I don't like tech death either that much.
Intricate tech death.
You love tech death?
No.
Okay.
At the end of Cold Moon on the album.
Yeah.
If you wait a few seconds, you can hear Jack go, "Intricate tech death."
Yeah,
Don't know why we were talking about intricate tech death.
It's because we were playing in fucking Cold Moon, which is a blast beat all the way through, and I go intricate tech death, and it slipped by the mastering process, and so it's on the record.
Yeah.
So let's
There's some funny ones at the end of the next EP.
Yeah, I don't know what we said.
Who's listening to Tech Death? Like I don't know that many people
Who
who
listens
listen
to
to Tech
that?
Death.
I couldn't even tell you a Tech Death band.
I can't tell you any Tech Death. You know what? I listened to it in like high school. Like when I was first getting into like death metal. Like I feel like the first death metal bands that I got into were like melodic and Tech Death because it was the like most. It's accessible. It's weirdly like more accessible.
Yeah.
Than like meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
It took me a little bit to like enjoy. Entombed was my like gateway into like good death metal.
I'm probably gonna piss some people off with this one, but it's just my opinion. Like I used to like None So Vile by Cryptopsy. I've totally wimped out on death metal. Like, dude, I hear Cryptopsy, None So Vile, and I'm like, dude, this is like too extreme for me. Like I've totally wimped out on death metal. Like give me Death and Autopsy and Obituary, dude. I
love Obituary.
Bolt Thrower. Bolt fucking thrower.
Actually, no, Bolt Thrower was the first death metal band I ever listened to. My uncle left a bunch of CDs at my house, and like Bolt Thrower, I used to have which album it was memorized. If I saw the cover, I could remember it.
I'm so curious now because I love every Bolt Thrower album.
It's the one that's just the logo in the middle of the album. There's like
first one, Realm of Chaos?
No.
It's the second one.
There's
the Cavolt one before that.
There's an Earth Crisis like bootleg tee that steals it. That doesn't help at all. That steals the logo.
I'm unwise in the ways of vegan straight edge hardcore.
Does it go like Bolt Thrower?
No. You know what? I'm just
look it up. Look it up. We gotta know. Every
look it up.
Every Bolt Thrower album fucking bangs. So we gotta know.
They're so good.
Is it not the newest one?
No, it's not new. This is like I'm talking like 2007 is when I listened to this.
All their albums were out by 2007.
Who Dares Win?
Oh, okay.
What does that one look like?
Who Dares Wins? It's this one.
I think that's like a comp.
Is it?
Yeah, I think that's a comp.
That just got left in my house with like some Alice in Chains and Guns N' Roses CDs one day. Aren't they like Warhammer inspired or something?
Yeah, I don't know anything about Warhammer, but all I know is I fucking Wikipedia, Realms of Chaos, best Bolt Thrower album. They fucking
Fourth Crusade, best Bolt Thrower album.
Warhammer sued them, and so they had to change the album cover and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're like huge Warhammer dudes.
That's why my uncle had the albums. He's a huge Warhammer dude.
I feel
He's like, I don't even like death metal. I just.
It's like
they like Warhammer, so I'm buying it.
He's funny. He's like seen a bunch of like super crazy bands,
Uh-huh.
but like just because they like opened for somebody that's like
Uh-huh.
way more milk toast than he wanted to see. Like
Yeah.
he's seen Napalm Death live. I remember I was like, I told him like, I saw Napalm. He's like, yeah, I saw Napalm Death live in like '96 or some shit, like some long time ago, because they opened for like
Some big band.
some fucking thrash metal band that he liked.
That's funny. That's funny. Everyone's got the fucking grindcore uncle. I guess this guy isn't the grindcore uncle, but grindcore uncle. It's a common running theme in people's
He didn't know what
lives.
grindcore was.
No,
I had
okay.
to I remember I mentioned it. And like he was like, "What's grindcore?" And I was like, Napalm Death. And he's like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
okay.
that's it.
That's it.
the only one.
Grindcore's another one. Like I'm not too exploratory, but
I love grindcore.
Repulsion, Horrified, fucking Terrorizer, World Downfall.
I love-
Those are my fucking jams.
I love Discordance Access.
I've heard that name.
I love
but
Full of Hell. That's the one.
That's Mark's band.
I just saw them live.
Was it in the Middle East?
No, at the Palladium.
Palladium.
They opened for Acacia Strain.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know they play.
For an
They play with
Autopsy.
Blood Incantation
They were playing with
at the Middle East. Like that was a while back. That was a little bit ago.
at the Palladium. It was Primitive Man,
Uh huh.
Full of Hell, Fit for an Autopsy, and Acacia Strain.
Oh, I saw people putting that on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah. I went
So-
there because my girlfriend loves Primitive Man. She's a big doom head. But
Someone mentioned that to me.
Primitive man.
I'm a little bit.
That's me.
That's
I am the primitive
He's
man.
the primitive man. I'm a little out of the loop on.
all right, let's get
Modern
back to
metal.
Yeah.
to Mork Verden talk.
Yeah.
we got super off track, but it's whatever.
It's whatever.
That's what I wanted out of this podcast. Was it to be like way more conversational, because then I don't have to edit as much.
Yeah.
But what's up? What's next for Mork Verden?
Lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff. We got EP, album, and then a split with this nice fella from Greece. I still don't know how to pronounce his band name.
Try.
Oh, I need
I'm
to
gonna
look.
make you embarrass yourself.
I need to look at it because I don't even.
From Greece. How did that happen?
So really nerdy story. I was looking through Metal Archives,
As one does.
found his band. He had like a few releases. I think he had just released an album and like a few demos and maybe an EP or something. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna email this guy because I want to get more recognized more in other parts of the world. And I was like, hey, want to do a split? And he was like, yeah, sure, why not?
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Little international project. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's good. It's gonna be fun. It's probably gonna release sometime this winter, next winter, whenever.
You guys need to do an Eastern European tour now.
Oh yeah,
Go a
well,
little Mediterranean tour.
yeah.
Greece and Turkey.
Dude, that back in the early '90s, they had the fucking black metal, dude. Like Rotting Christ, fucking phenomenal. Verathron's pretty good. Just sounds like Rotting Christ. But dude, like Czechoslovakia, Master's Hammer, Fenriz, the first album. Oh shit, we're not talking about Mork Verden anymore.
No, you can keep talking. You can keep going on metal talk. I don't give a fuck.
Fucking Master's Hammer, Ritual, fucking 1990. Fenriz says that's the first Norwegian black metal album, even though it came from Czechoslovakia. That's a super cool album. Malacarpaton, I got the fucking patch here. They're a really cool band. They got some like lots of influences, like Merciful Fate stuff. Like they got Bathory Hammerheart stuff. They got all sorts of black metal. They're from. I'm not up to date on my Eastern European politics. I know it's like Yugoslavia, Czech Republic. I don't really know, but they're from one of those. They're from Eastern Europe, and they're really fucking good. And Cat, Metal in Hell. That's a first wave black metal classic from Poland, so that's not quite the same thing. But
Anyways, the band name is
Greek band.
Asclepios. Asclepios?
Asclepios. It looks very Greek. The Phos, you know.
Yep.
It's rather Greek.
All right, I'm gonna clip this and send this to him immediately.
Like,
Well,
you'll be like, fuck you, I'm not doing it anymore. You're fucking study up on your Greek, goddammit.
Are you gonna be putting that split on anything? Is it gonna be?
Oh yeah, it'll be.
You gonna print that through Upside?
Yeah, it'll be everywhere. CD, cassette tape if you feel like it. No vinyl. Don't have enough money.
Yeah.
I'm down to. I might get a cassette. That
Yeah,
sounds fun.
Austin's the cassette motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, hand make them, hand print them,
Fuck yeah.
hand make the paper, hand make the ink.
Do you have like the equipment to record them yourself? I guess you just said you did. You make
Yeah, I
them
mean, I like put a cassette player right up to my speaker, and
Oh, like it's not like it's not
no.
a real
it's like
transfer.
very much bootleg.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
dude.
it sounds like crap. Whoever has
And
them,
people have them.
Yeah,
give
there's
them to
a
people at
few
shows.
people that
There's
have,
people out there that have them.
Damn.
Mork Verden Demo 2 cassette tapes, and they sound horrible.
True Cavalt. God damn it.
That sounds kind of. I've been wanting to put out like, not put out. Thinking about like maybe getting some kind of like charity compilation thing
Uh-huh.
done through Bughead, like produce a CD and then pick a charity and
Yeah.
donate the funds to it.
That would be sick.
And I feel like a cassette that's recorded literally like I just make it through a speaker,
Yeah, that's exactly what I don't know how
Might
else to do it.
like really bootleg it, like 100, like it's an old mixtape.
Austin
You
loves
give to a
that
girl.
shit, dude.
Yeah.
You know, before any of us were born.
Austin got fucking Rainbow Rising, one of the greatest
Yeah.
70s metal albums of all time. That fucking savers.
$1.
Fucking on cassette. Killer.
Listen to it all the time.
So killer.
I buy a lot of. Not a lot. I get cassettes from like newer bands a lot 'cause it's the cheapest piece of like merch they have, and it's just like I just want your name on my shelf somewhere in my pile of fucking cassette tapes.
Fangs.
So I got a bunch of newer
Yeah.
releases.
Let's see, what else do we have going on?
Well, so yeah, we got the EP is like
Done.
it's just missing bass.
Yeah,
and a couple.
pretty sure we're doing that
And
today.
a couple.
Oh yeah, got some backing vocals.
We got
some harmonizing.
and
Yeah,
then
get me on there. I'll sing.
Yeah.
the
Feature vocals.
the split, which I know nothing about. You talk about that, and then we got the fucking album 2, release 3, whatever the fuck you want to call it. We got 4 tracks. We demoed them, and it's gonna be interesting. It's probably a pretty good topic that's pretty related to the band. Just like, you know, we're not black metal all the time kind of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, we kind of want to throw some other influences in there, but
Yeah, I mean,
but like,
go ahead, absolutely.
Yeah, it's easy to say that, but at the same time, like, what's the name of the band?
Oh yeah, Mork Verden. Oh, that's definitely a black metal band, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but we have we just put out the speed metal record.
Yeah.
What?
Honestly, that's sick. You should just, I would just like go ahead first.
That's what I do with my project. I just put everything in, and Austin's always sort of like wanted to keep it cult, and I agree with that. Like there's a lot of like image around it and shit. So I don't know. We don't know. We might make another band for the extracurriculars.
Yeah,
we might
we've had some talk about that.
Yeah, we haven't really figured it out. Might leave it in Mork Verden, but I don't know. It's sort of.
You should put out an album that's one song of every genre.
Yeah, if we ever do like a different project,
Write a deathcore song.
Yeah, but yeah, if we ever do a different project, it's gonna be all over the
So
place.
sick. Just like in the middle of fucking, like a really cult black metal, just like it's super cleanly produced, super technical, fucking like craziest breakdown deathcore song.
We're not good enough at our instruments for that shit.
I'll just fucking program it. And
Yeah.
live.
Actually, we are gonna release a CD, and it's gonna just be music by Witchfinder General. The song music.
Yeah, it's
just
gonna be the first compilation.
Yeah, it's gonna be that riff just played on various instruments.
Yep.
It's gonna be that.
I love music. Oh yeah, I do. I love music every day.
So that'll be track 1 featuring Bughead.
Yeah.
But we'll sing it and we'll fucking play it on a guitar. We'll play it on a flute.
Yeah.
Fucking
Play it on the
We're
drums.
gonna put that, and then we're gonna record that through speakers
Right.
onto a cassette, off the CD we make,
Yeah.
That-
Obviously. It's
It's
got to sound horrible.
gotta sound Cavalt.
and then we're gonna release that and
Make
we're gonna
millions of dollars.
Yeah, make trillions. Just like
We're gonna make every single
Every
penny in the
dollar.
world.
we're
every
gonna
fucking dollar.
overtake every other record label. Bughead,
We're gonna overtake the world.
Bughead Records.
Bughead Records.
It's starting now with this compilation. And
With music by Witchfinder General.
music by Witchfinder General.
Rockin' is my way, yay. Yeah.
We're just 2 rock and roll.
Wait, there's music on this album?
Yeah. It goes like, I love music. Oh yeah, I do.
Every day. Lyrics I Did Right. That's a great track. Check that. Literally, it's like Witchfinder General. They're like, all right, we gotta write a hit, and let's put keyboards and shit, make it sound like that song Funky Town. You know that song?
Yeah.
It's like, let's make it literally sound like that. But we're Witchfinder General, and we only listen to Black Sabbath, and our guitars are tuned in C standard, and it's 1983, so it's like going to be super poppy, but it's still going to be heavy as fucking hell. And so that's what that song's like, so you should definitely check that song out. It's really funny.
I'll do that.
And the lyrics are so cheesy, and Witchfinder General is like the most unserious and serious band at the same time. True Doom in general.
Are you gonna sign?
Yeah, we have a sign actually. This is the official announcement.
Okay.
Let the people know.
Do you have anything else to shout out while that sign gets made?
I mean, I feel like I shouted out all those like bands that don't need our money last time, but
shout out someone who does need your money.
yeah, Ancient Death. They're from fucking half of them from Providence, half of them from Worcester, dude. I saw them at RPM Fest, which is a pretty cool fest out there. Every fucking day.
Check it out.
Bring it up.
I love music, goddammit.
Every fucking day, goddammit. That's true art right there. Music. Wait, is there gonna be music?
No, there's
No,
no,
there's
music.
no
There's
music.
no music. But yeah, Ancient Death, like they're a fucking super duper sick death metal band from down there and out east. And we played a show with them, and dude, it was even better than the first time I saw them. So fucking incredible. And what's it called? All the dudes in the bands were like repping my favorite bands ever. Like, dude, the drummer, I forget what sweatshirt he had on. It was cool though. But late after the show, he like took it off, and dude, he was wearing a Poison into
That's so
the
sick.
Abyss shirt.
What up?
Colin,
Oh my god, the second
what's
interruption
up?
of the episode.
Oh shit, you guys are doing a thing.
Colin's in the house.
Hey, what's up? What's up? How you doing?
But
He is
Ancient Death. Dude, the guy was wearing a Poison into the Abyss shirt. Super Cobalt, first wave black metal from Germany, 1986. Archdruid. I'm wearing their shirt now. Dude, go check out that fucking demo on Bandcamp. It's fucking phenomenal. We both of us saw them at the Shred City Music Hall.
Check us out there, May 13th,
May
2023.
Be there
Wilmington,
Or
Massachusetts,
be doomed.
Shred City.
with
Skavam,
Skavam,
Necrolin,
Hobo Wizard.
Hobo Wizard.
Yeah, but Archdruid, it's super cool. Like it's almost like Epic Doom and Stoner Doom at the same time.
That's sick.
It's all about like Lord of the Rings and stuff. And
Pagans.
it is so fucking good. And it's like half 70s, half 80s, one foot in the 70s, one foot in the 80s. What are some other bands to shout out that don't need our money?
Check out this really underground band, Celtic
That's on
Frost.
Celtics, Boston.
Celtic, Boston Celtics.
Boston Celtics.
Frost.
Seax, they're a fucking great band. They're from Worcester, and they play. I already shouted them out, but it's speed metal with the falsettos and shit. Fantastic.
Check out Mork Verden.
The Lousy
Dejal.
Lifeless Dark. It's like crusty trash. I feel like I already shouted them out, but Mourn the Light. I mean, I shouted out like a bunch of the bands. Beneath Purgatory. We can express our love for Beneath Purgatory. Yes, we can actually. We can express our love. On the butt. I don't know where it
It's
is.
folded.
Up
You gotta
above.
loosen it.
Oh, is it down there now?
Yeah.
That's a
Good
Cobalt patch. That was cut out.
Ripped from a shirt.
Ripped from a shirt.
Thanks, Wyatt.
But Beneath Purgatory, that's the fucking band, dude. And they're coming back this summer. It's gonna be awesome. And the main guy has a Queensryche patch. So, shout out that.
My dad likes Queensryche a lot.
Dude, Queensryche fucking rules. Except not that Silent Lucidity track.
That's the
That's the one he likes.
His favorite.
Yeah. That track I don't like. But
Oh my
Warning, the first one, the first album.
Oh fuck, dude! Warning,
Warning!
dude.
Yeah, that's a fucking banger.
Fucking.
You know what we shout out? Mark Vray Jr.
Yes.
Mark Vray Jr. is the fucking man.
They're the man.
He has helped us immensely.
Tremendously.
Like, so much with the record. He's been
Being a good guy.
Being a good fucking guy, letting us practice here. Like, it wouldn't be near.
Introducing us.
Yes.
Yeah, it wouldn't be nearly. We wouldn't be nearly like
As cool.
as cool as Cavalt if it wasn't for Mark. Mark's the motherfucking man. It's a funny story. I'll keep it quick. I actually met Mark. I was at what's it called? I was at fucking Chick-fil-A, and I saw some dude in there wearing a Zaster shirt. And I don't like Zaster that much. I like telepathic with the deceased, which I already mentioned. And I was like, "Hey man, is that Zaster shirt?" I'm like, "Thank God I recognize the logo, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh," I'm like, "Oh yeah, I like metal." And I was wearing a Saint Vitus shirt, and he goes, "Oh dude, Saint Vitus, they're fucking cool." And I was like, "Yeah." And so I was talking to him. He like gave me a bunch of bands that he's been associated with. And I checked them out. That's kind of why I'm here right now. It's kind of why I'm sitting on this couch.
All right.
And so I was a little bit of a scaredy cat. Austin's actually the one that like hit Mark up and was like, "Dude, I have a fucking new black metal project, and
Let me be on your record, God damn it!" And he goes, "All right, cool. I like your stuff. Let's record." Recorded. Now we're here. Biggest band.
recorded once,
Recorded once.
went badly."
Went really badly. Recorded again. Went really even worse. Recorded a third time. That's freaking Feldenham.
That's
man.
what
That's what you guys get to
That's
hear.
what everyone and their mothers heard. Feldenhung.
The whole
It's
world.
huge out.
The whole world told
8
it.
billion people.
7.8 billion people. As many people on the sign on the mass auto recycling
508.
outside. 508.
724
elaborate number.
8621.
That many people have heard
Call
Feldenhung.
it.
It's a huge record. Yeah.
All right.
Top of the charts.
Thank you everybody for listening. We got patches. I'll put the link in the description.
Buy that shit. Put on your vest.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Put on your pants if you like.
Peace
punk.
out. See you next episode. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Mesmerizing. There we go.